The Brian Green Property Group New Zealand Rally Championship returns to Hawke's Bay for round 4, the 2022 championship. Based in Napier, the Art Deco town, so famous for its architecture, arts, food and wine. Four-wheel drive competition has opened up here with the absence of Hayden Paddon, who's in Europe competing in WRC 2. So Ben Hunt has an opportunity to close the points gap.
I think we just approach it like we do every other rally. We're going out there to finish, and we try and, I've probably learned a lot playing tennis growing up about the whole mental side of it, and just go do your own thing and enjoy it. And I don't worry too much about the times or anything. You can only go as fast as you go and worry about what you're doing, not everyone else.
But arriving at this event as he builds up to WRC New Zealand, Shane van Gisbergen could be a thorn in Hunt's side.
Pretty awesome, yeah. Some tough sections, but some really fast stuff as well. But yeah, it should be pretty cool.
First time obviously doing the pace notes here in New Zealand and leading that with Glenn. How did it go?
So we used that system of Neil's at Far North, 1 to 8. Got used to that there. But this time we got to have a look at the stages and make some small changes. So yeah, I don't really know. We'll just see how we go.
I know we've asked you this a bunch of times, mate, but expectations for the weekend, what is it that you're hoping to achieve other than get to the end?
Nothing results-wise. I have a bit to learn with the tyres. We've got some different compounds to try and just feel that out, really. They're the same as what we'll have for New Zealand Rally later in the year. But yeah, just see how we go, really.
You done anything much different to the car at all?
Nothing. Haven't changed a thing. So we have some shock clicks to try. I want to try get a feel for it now. I was happy with it at Far North, had a bit of understeer, so we have some stuff maybe we can try, and yeah, I don't really know. I'm just trying to learn. I think there's a lot more in me than the car.
Rana Horan hoping that he can get his Skoda R5 onto the podium, an extended lead in the battle for third in the championship.
I'll just follow the Gizz's marks, braking marks, and try and go a little bit further than him and see what happens.
2 new entries in the 2022 four-wheel drive championship here. Grant Blackberry returning for his home event in his Mitsubishi Evo 10.
Dream would be top 5, but you can't really keep up with those guys. To get into the top 5, you'd have to rely on a few of them dropping out. So we'll see how we go. Yeah, just push along as fast as we can and safely as we can.
And the championship debut of Toyota AP4 Yaris GR of Hayden McKenzie.
I think for me it's a big thing. I need to get the car just through this event and actually have it going and iron out what bits are going to be wrong. Our big goal is to have the car going on song for WRC.
And a nod to the late Malcolm Stewart was his Mitsubishi Evo that carried the number 1 and led the field away on Friday night before Ben Hunt crossed the start ramp. This is the first time since 2011 that the championship has visited the roads to the south of Napier. After skirting Guavas Forest, the route will travel to Waipukurau, Wanstead, Wallingford and a service at Parongaho. A total of 8 stages, with 3 being repeated. The cars and drivers gathered at the Hawke's Bay Car Club on Saturday morning. Conditions cold but fine. Salisbury Road runs along the border of Guavas Forest, a well-formed forestry access road in good condition. Ben Hunt first away in the Skoda R5.
And the rally had to move away from the northern stages up around Wairau, but just look at that, what a way to start the rally. Beautiful roads, nice and flowing, ducking and diving. Bit of rain before the event too. These road conditions are just about perfect to be first on the road.
No records for this stage, so Ben sets the pace at 6 minutes 40.6. Robbie Stokes' team have worked hard to set the Fiesta up for speed and reliability. Stage time for Robbie, 6 minutes 33.2, so already 7 seconds up on Hunt.
That's a big cut. That's an aggressive start to the day.
Robbie, 7.4 seconds quicker than Ben through there. Happy?
Yeah, pretty fun getting the heat in the tyres at the start there, but they, we got a bit back towards the end there. So, great fun. Great stage to start the day.
And all eyes on Shane van Gisbergen in the super cheap auto Skoda R5.
30, 5 right long.
And already he looks like he's right at
6
home
left
behind the
plus.
wheel of this car. This will be an interesting battle.
80,
Neither of them really want to
fast
admit it,
6 left,
but there's a
straight
lot of
over
pride on the
crest.
line here. These guys are mates,
80,
and they both want to beat each other.
7 right. 80, caution, brake 4 left, late into 5 right, caution.
So time to beat is 6:33.2. 6:31.8. Shane Van Gisbergen into the lead.
It's fast, eh? I'm awake now. I was screaming for a coffee, but I don't need one anymore.
Easy to get tyres up to speed, up to heat?
Yeah, it's a lot faster than I expected, and I probably lost a lot of time in some quick stuff. But yeah, plenty of time to go.
Matt Summerfield also off to a good start in stage 1, beating Hunt and taking third spot by just half a second behind Stokes. Ari Pettigrew just 0.2 behind Summerfield. In fact, the top 4 just 7.5 seconds apart. Rana Horan took 5th place, just 0.1 of a second behind Pettigrew and 1.2 ahead of Hunt. Todd Borden 15 seconds down on the leader. Not terrible, but he wasn't happy at the stage end.
Todd, a bit of a way to wake up this morning. Challenging little first stage.
Yeah, something a little bit flat. Something's wrong. So that's right. Something's wrong.
It doesn't look like you've lost too much time to some of the others. Maybe 7 seconds to the leading group.
Yeah, but it's flat.
All right, mate. Best of luck today. Good luck.
Stage 2, Te Awa Hiranui, the longest at 17 kilometres, a classic Hawke's Bay stage. Van Gisbergen extended his lead on stage 2, adapting quickly to these conditions.
And these conditions have definitely changed from stage 1. This is a fair way in distance from the opening stage, and the wet weather has set in.
100 straight 2, 6 left, into 5 right.
And certainly for Shane, the experience of Glenn Weston in this
6
car
left.
has been a massive help for him this season.
Crest, 80,
Glenn's
straight
rallied
2,
all over the Asia
7
Pacific
left,
with the Petters and was brought in by the team to
37
help
right,
what's essentially
250.
a rallying rookie.
6 left, links 5.
But Hunt was fighting back, second fastest on the stage and moving to second overall.
And just check out how fast these roads are. This is typical of the roads in the area, sort of out around Waipukurau. They are absolutely a dream for these drivers.
A mishap near the stage end saw Stokes off the road, losing 14 minutes before he was able to
7
finish the
left.
stage.
36 right, hug over crest, into 6 left. Slow up, slow up.
Ironically, one of the first on the scene to help
36
pull
right,
this team
6
out
left,
was his father's rival, Joe McAndrew,
120,
former
finish 7
champion.
left.
And a lucky escape for Ari Pettigrew, who broke a drive shaft on this jump and suddenly had a rear drive Barina. He only dropped to 5th.
Luckily, Ari showed us last year he's quite competent in a rear-wheel drive car as well.
Rana Horan up to 3rd. But Summerfield just 2 seconds back in 4th. Grant Blackberry outpaced on stage 1 in his Evo 10, but came storming through stage 2 to move up to 6th. Jack Hawkswood just 7.7 seconds back in 7th.
Jack's really starting to get some confidence with this car.
And Phil Campbell, 4.2 back from him in 8th.
It's a great feature of this rally. The short, sharp stages have produced some really good, close battle packs.
But problems here for Todd Borden. An O-ring failure in the turbo, robbing him of power, and he limped back to service to retire from the event.
Long five. Right, you have to tidy it up, mate. 6 right plus, opens 100. 4 right plus. And long 7 left over crest, 80.
Barge, they're very, very quick in triggering the rally safe to say that they're all okay.
So Andy Martin moving up 3 spots to 9th in the polo. Ryan Green holding 11th in the AP4 Mirage. But only 0.1 of a second ahead of Duncan McCrosty in the Mazda AP4.
80, caution 5 right, caution 5 right, 80, 5 left opens, 5 left opens, 6 right, 6 right.
Hayden McKenzie suffering teething issues in the Yaris GR. A sensor issue meant he had to stop and reset the car mid-stage.
There's been a bit of work from this team because this is the first 3-cylinder AP4 car that we've seen in this country. You can see him trying the throttle. Look at the telemetry there. There's just nothing happening.
Doesn't sound good, eh?
How engine temperatures?
Oh, and that's the worst place to have it happen again. Just nothing to pull the car out the corner. And that's like rush hour on the Auckland motorway. It's not often you see a nose to tail in rallying. So after 2 stages, it's Shane Van Gisbergen with a sensational lead. But check out how close that top 5 is. Bear in mind Ari Pettigrew's had some problems that they'll fix at this service. Grant Blackberry, an amazing job to be 6th in the production car. Coming up, the roads get tougher and Ari Pettigrew shows us around his car.
I'm Ari Pettigrew, and this year at the Repco Rally New Zealand I'll be campaigning the Manukau Auto Centre Holden Breena here. The car was previously owned by Greg Murphy, and this season I've been lucky enough to have Dan Alexander let me use it for the season, and we took it back down to Cromwell at Paddon Rally Sport Base, and we've gone over it with head to toe and yeah, gone through everything and give it a good freshen up ready for the year. So the Breena here is built to AP4 regulations. So unlike Ben's car behind us here, the Breena was built in New Zealand by Andrew Hawkswood's team up there. And they're slightly different. Like this car here's got an 1800cc engine, which is a little bit bigger than Ben's. However, this car is a lot heavier. So they've got slight differences, but in the end, they're all very similar pace. So yeah, it's quite cool to see them out on the stages with all these slight differences between the cars. So all the body panels, the doors are all original Holden Breena. However, the guards, as you can see, are a lot wider than the original car, and also it's got a nice big wing on the back, which is, there's a lot of clever people in New Zealand who have all played a part in making the car look how it does, and yeah, stand out from a Granny's Holden Breena that you see at the shopping centre. Yeah, so this is the office that obviously for the rallies that I'll be in. So I spend a lot of time in here, and everything's sort of put in the right place so it's comfortable for me so I don't get tired over the long events. And as you can see, there's all the different switches on the steering wheel, turning the anti-lag on and making all the pops and bangs. As well as you can see the seats, they wrap around right around your head, so it keeps you nice and safe so you can't be moving around in there in the event of an accident. And also you've got the fire extinguisher switches and stuff like that as well. So there's a lot of safety built into these cars, as long as obviously the roll cage as well is built to FIA standards, so yeah, it does a good job if you ever need it.
Welcome back to the Kennedy Park Rally Hawke's Bay, round 4 of the Brian Green Property Group New Zealand Rally Championship. Stage 3, Ugly Hill Road, had a popular spectator junction with plenty of locals coming out to watch the NZRC action. Van Gisbergen continued to lead through the stage.
Last 5 rights. 50, 6 left long. 80, 4 right plus long, 4 right plus long. 120. 7 left. 50, fast.
But Hunt was staying in touch, 17 seconds back.
Ben had mentioned a minor throttle issue at service. You can see here though, he is absolutely giving it his everything. That's maximum commitment. And that's probably using a little bit more of the road than he wanted.
Matt Summerfield and Rana Horan continued their close fight. This time it was Summerfield with the upper hand, taking third.
These last couple of events have really been a massive turnaround for Matt. He's struggled with this AP4 car.
But amazingly, Horan just 0.8 the second behind. Ari Pettigrew had replaced his drive shaft in service, back on the pace here, third fastest in the stage, 2.8 seconds behind Horan in fifth place. Robbie Stokes making up time on the stage, but that time loss meant he was still in the last 15 minutes off the leader. It was a close tussle for sixth place, with 3 drivers split by just 12 seconds. Grant Blackberry holding on to sixth now, but Jack Hawkswood just 10 seconds back at Yaris. And Phil Campbell under 2 seconds back in 8th. Stage 4 started on a narrow winding road in bush, and it was slippery for the first 5 kilometres. Ben Hunt having to use all his skill to manage the Skoda through the opening Ks.
You can actually hear the car locking under brakes there. This stage, it's not like the rest of them in the rally. It's through the bush, it's in a lot of shade, so the overnight rain hasn't dried out. It hasn't dried out from the weeks before. This road is so slippery, and to be fair, Ben's got the pick of the road conditions here.
But as the stage opened up, he was flat out to the finish, posting a time of 9 minutes 41.5. Running second on the road, Shane Van Gisbergen, and even now the road is cutting up.
34 right, very long. Oh, can you get it?
No, you might have to run back, mate.
So here we go.
Yep.
I'm out.
It sort of locked up, got onto the slippery stuff and I couldn't unlock it, and then the steering locked up and I just driver error come off, so small average crash, but couldn't back out.
So that puts Hunt to the lead, 30 seconds ahead of Ari Pettigrew.
Ben, how was the car? You obviously had some dramas in the first 2 stages. Better at that one?
It's no different. Changing the throttle body didn't help, so we've got no idea. We can't get hold of the engineer and check, obviously, because they're asleep, but yeah, hopefully the boys have found someone to help between those two. We've got about 55% throttle.
The upside is Shane stopped in there, so he's dropped a bit of steam.
It's we just wanted to come here this weekend, probably not really about points, but to have a good battle with Shane. It was awesome in Pai here, but unfortunately we've had this and now he's got that, so yeah, gutted.
All right, mate, best of luck today.
Cheers.
With four-wheel drive restored, Ari Pettigrew was back on the charge in the Barina.
A push here from Rana Horan saw him back ahead of Matt Summerfield by 10 seconds, who suffered a right rear puncture.
And you can see Summerfield fighting the car here. In these slippery conditions, it's not hard to just drift a little bit wide and knock a tyre off the rim, and it looks like that's what's happened. Saves him having to stop and change it though.
Matt, obviously a drummer, back left, puncher, how far through?
Still with about 5 or 6 to go, so yeah, lost heaps, mate. But such as life, mate.
Frustrating, huh?
Yeah, but I put the tyres on, so hopefully it's not that.
Grant Blackberry had edged ahead in the battle for 5th against Jack Hawkswood and Phil Campbell. All three had finished the stage within 0.3 of a second of each other. It had been adventurous for Hawkswood, who went off the road here.
You can see he's really actually pushing along well in this stage. Ooh, he's just clipped the inside.
Yep, you've got it.
Son of a bitch.
It's a real shame he would have been on for a great stage time. It's still pretty impressive regardless. Bodes well with this being the power stage second time through.
Jack, some telltale signs on the panel work. You might have nudged something?
Yeah, it's first part of that stage. It's pretty treacherous in there. Unfortunately, Gizzy's got off the road about a K into the stage. Yeah, but it's we came around a corner and there was a bump in the middle of the road. We hit it and the thing just pretty much swapped ends in the air and we went through a fence. So, but yeah, we got out all right. So
overall, day's going reasonably well though, yeah?
Yeah, it's going okay. Yeah, we had a bit of a rough start this morning, but we're coming right.
All right, mate, go well.
Thanks.
Cheers, man.
Andy Martin holding 8th in his VW Polo R5. Duncan McCrosty, Brian Green and Hayden McKenzie battling for 9th. Crosty just holding on by 13 seconds over Green. Green in turn ahead of McKenzie in 10th. But McKenzie continued to have sensor issues affecting his engine.
And I can't stress enough how concerning this becomes. In these fast bits of road, when you commit a car to the corner, you need the throttle to drag it out the other side. When the car just goes into limp mode, you can actually have an almighty accident.
Stage 5 saw another run through Ugly Hill Road, Hunt taking the stage win, but 1.5 seconds slower than Van Gisbergen's run in the morning.
Given the amount of rain that was had in the lead up to the event, and even through the first pass, you'd expect the roads to be really cut up. These roads seem to be in really good sound condition. Great news for the whole field.
Rana Horan continuing his fight, taking on Pettigrew. He was just 12 seconds behind in 3rd. But amazingly, on the stage, they both had identical stage times, 4.5 seconds slower than Hunt, so no change in the overall position. Matt Summerfield just 1 second slower than these two, so he held 4th by 11.3 seconds as they headed back to service. Power stage was a repeat of stage 4, and by now conditions at the stage start were treacherous. Hunt using all his experience to stay on the road.
He's still going to have the pick of the conditions through this stage, albeit not quite as rosy as they were first time through. But man, everyone's going to have to work hard for these power stage points.
But he got through to retain the lead with a time of 9 minutes 44.5.
Ben, we figure the first few Ks of that stage, the key to the power stage. How hard did you go through it?
Yeah, it's actually a little bit slower than the first pass through there, so I don't know, it'll be interesting to see how the other boys go, but it definitely cut up a fair bit, and yeah.
You've obviously got to think about the lead too. You're in a strong position, bring it home now, right?
Yeah, we wanted to get power stage points, but yeah, we'll see.
All right, mate, enjoy.
Cheers.
Robbie Stokes still in last place after his delay earlier, but he was able to earn valuable points with a win here on the power stage and a new stage record.
19 seconds quicker than Ben through there, so on a bit of a charge, are you, Robbie?
Oh, bloody hell, that's pretty slippery in there, but yeah, I've learned a lot more, so good.
Power stage points too, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Ari Pettigrew claiming second on the stage to take 4 points.
And we've got to remember that Ari's still a junior driver. In fact, he's leading that junior championship. So fair play to him for the young fella to survive these conditions. Just look at how slippery it is. And he's not only surviving, he's fought back from those morning problems to get himself up into those podium positions.
And Jack Hawkswood claiming the 4th fastest on the stage, the Toyota driver really putting in the effort where it counts now. Matt Summerfield would claim the final stage point, 5th fastest, and that would put him just 2 seconds behind Rana Horan in 4th place overall.
So with 2 stages to run, Hunt's got a comfortable lead while Pettigrew is fairly solid in 2nd. But check out those battles for 3rd and 4th between Horan and Summerfield and 5th and 6th between Blackberry and Hawkswood.
Next up, we check out the Rally Challenge 4-wheel drive competition, and SVG is back on the stages to finish the day. Welcome back to Kennedy Park Resort Rally Hawke's Bay, round 4 of the Brian Green Property Group New Zealand Rally Championship. The Rally Challenge at this event attracted 11 entries. Top seed Jeff Ward in the ex-Richard Mason Pro Drive WRX took the lead over the first 3 stages. Behind him, Dave Sievers in his older Subaru, staying in touch as he battled with first Bryn Smith and then Dave Ollis. Smith was back after missing round 3 and determined to get his Evo 9 on the podium here. Ollis got past into 3rd on stage 3, but it was close. But on stage 4, Ward cut a corner and ended up off the road and retired. Also out, Warwick Redfern with a damaged gearbox. By stage 6, it was Sievers in the lead, but Bryn Smith overtaking Ollis to move into 2nd overall. His top speed on special stage 6, over 200 kilometres an hour. Ollis just under a second behind, and this battle would continue to the final stage. Matt Adams had returned after rebuilding the Evo 9 after a monster crash in 2021, and he had NZRC champ David Holder alongside calling the notes. They were in 4th. Steve Cox would claim the final power stage point for the class in his H6 Subaru, keeping that place to the finish. Amy Keeley in the other H6 had retired with a blown head gasket after stage 1. Andrew and Donna Elder, 6th in the ex-Malcolm Stewart Mitsubishi Evo. Returning for the first time in 2022, James Dunlop, who lost 5 minutes in stage 2 when he drove into a swamp, rescued by some keen spectators. That set in place a battle between Chris Lockyer and Dunlop, with Dunlop finishing ahead in the end. After 8 stages, David Sievers finished first in his Subaru, but second place went to the wire. Dave Ollis and Bryn Smith never more than a few seconds apart. But in the end, it was Ollis who would take second, Smith third, just 5.5 seconds adrift. Matt Adams finishing fourth on his return to the series.
So Dave Severs wraps up his second victory for the year, but that battle between Dave Ollis and Bryn Smith for second and third was an absolute cracker. Matt Adams, good to see him back in fourth, just ahead of Steve Cox.
Oh, I had a bit of a hard day. I reckon it was really challenging conditions and learnt a lot from them. And lucky Jeff spun because I think he would have had us. He drove an awesome rally apart from a couple of spins, and we spun once, and it was just I found it pretty challenging.
With only 2 of the first 4 rounds counting in the Rally Challenge, you can see it's really tight at the top between Jeff Ward, Dave Severs, and again between Bryn Smith and Dave Ollis. It's all on going to Repco Rally New Zealand.
Just 2 more stages to finish the Kennedy Park Resort Hawke's Bay Rally. Stage 7, one of the fastest on the championship at Blackhead. The results were close, with less than 6 seconds splitting the top 6 on the stage, but it was Robbie Stokes who again won the stage as a consolation. But Ari Pettigrew just 0.1 of a second behind on the stage. Ben Hunt third fastest. He still held the overall lead, 30 seconds ahead of Pettigrew.
And Ben's staring down the barrel of his first rally win since late 2019. But you wouldn't know it, he's not backing off, he's not playing it safe. He is absolutely pushing this car to the limit.
Meanwhile, Rana Horan and Matt Summerfield split by just 4.5 seconds in third and fourth. Jack Hawkswood continued his climb up the results, getting past Grant Blackberry on this fast stage to claim 5th. Unfortunately, Phil Campbell struck electrical problems in the stage, dropping to 10th, and then retiring on the way to stage 8. Hayden McKenzie had a repeat of his sensor issue on stage 7. And then on stage 8 retired when the gearbox mount detached from the car.
Tarmac 5 right and kinks in 4 right.
We've broken the gearbox.
They went into reverse.
Yep. I reckon I told you the f***ing mount or something was broken.
Stage 8 also saw issues for Duncan McCrosty, who spun on the first corner and then had to stop to clear mud out of the exhaust. And Robbie Stokes' fight back ended down a bank, with the car badly damaged. So Brian Green finishing the day in 8th, his best result this season.
It's great to see Greenie really getting some meaningful stage mileage in this car. They had a bit of a torrid run to start with, but they've really got on top of it, and he's building with confidence at every event.
Andy Martin would finish 7th in the polo.
Second event in the new car for Andy, he's really coming to grips with it, and he's put 2 solid finishes on the board straight away. He'll be looking forward to Repco Rally New Zealand.
Grant Blackberry 6th in the Evo 10, just 9.9 seconds behind Jack Hawkswood. This has been a turning point for Hawkswood, finding speed while overcoming issues to keep his head in the game.
And for Jack, it's a great uplift in form. The team's working frantically on a new GR-Yaris AP4 car that'll debut at Rally New Zealand at the end of the year.
The final stage costly for Rana Horan, spinning into a ditch at the stage start and losing 30 seconds and third place. Van Gisbergen's team had replaced the gearbox in service and he got to run through the stage second fastest, a handy test for Rally New Zealand.
While he didn't physically damage the panels, unfortunately when he tried to get it out, these cars have got a very small reverse gear on it and it just broke that, so that's why the team had to change the gearbox.
154 right plus here. 60. 7 left. 36 right, hug over crest, into 6 left. 6 right, hug over crest, into 6 left. 36 right, 6 left. 120, finish 7 left. 60, 5 left long. Oi, that was quick.
Good job, mate.
Good job.
Sorry about earlier.
It's okay.
But the podium belonged to Matt Summerfield in third.
And back-to-back podiums after another one at Rally South Canterbury really seems that he's finding his form at the right time of the season and he'll be ready to go for the big show at Rally NZ.
Ari Pettigrew with a great drive to second.
And top junior, he's been top scorer in the junior points at every round so far. With 2 rounds to go at Rally New Zealand, he's in the box seat for that championship, as well as a strong overall position. This team's certainly gone about their debut four-wheel drive season in a very smart way, surrounding themselves with good people, car owner Dan Alexander, the whole Padden group that run the car on event, and of course Jason Farmer in the co-driver seat, a wealth of experience to help him along his way.
And Ben Hunt coming home to win his first rally since 2019 and a debut victory for the Skoda team.
It's a fantastic reward for everyone that's brought this program together. You know, Skoda New Zealand, the Hunt Motorsport team, Giltrap Group. It's a fantastic program, and now they take this car onto the world stage at Rally New Zealand. We can't wait to see how it's all going to play out.
Been 2019, I think, since we last won a rally, so definitely awesome to do it for the first time in Skoda. I know the whole team at Skoda New Zealand are, over the moon, and Rodney's over in Rarotonga at the moment. I think he's probably on his phone more than having a cocktail with his wife. But yeah, it's awesome to get the finish. We had some challenges, but unlucky for Shane, he was going so well in the morning, and then had a slid off the road, but. No, awesome to get the win.
So confirming it's Ben Hunt takes the win ahead of Ari Pettigrew. Matt Summerfield takes a last stage thriller over Rana Horan, and likewise Jack Hawkswood just sneaking ahead of Grant Blackberry.
Yeah, I'm pretty angry at myself for the little error on the 4th stage. Completely different stage, and I had a couple of wobbles at the start and then just didn't adjust enough. I did slow up, but not enough, and then just drove off the road. And it was a nothing crash. Got stuck. Stage 7 was a bit too quick. That wasn't a good one for first one back, but the last stage we had a really good time. Tyres were getting a bit past their best, but yeah, we had some good fun, and Glenn and I, we were still learning each time and getting more and more confident, I guess, in what we need from each other and the notes and stuff. But yeah, just so much fun. It's a long time before WRC, but yeah, busy with circuit stuff until then. So yeah, I'll try and find a weekend, maybe when I'm back for supercars here. But yeah, I really need to drive again before WRC.
Matt, congratulations, mate. Podium finish, second one running, and you got there at the skin of your teeth in the last stage. How do you feel?
Yeah, exactly. Pretty lucky in the last stage. Rana made a bit of a mistake and sort of opened the door for us, but we put some pressure on him all day, and yeah, it paid off in the end.
Ari, congratulations, mate. That's one heck of a performance. Yet to battle some gremlins early on, nursing through the first, those first two stages, and then what a result. You must be very happy.
Yeah, no, it's been an awesome day. Obviously, we had the troubles with the axles in the first two stages this morning, which was a bit of a shame, but managed to hold on and fight back, and yeah, we've come away with second overall, which is pretty awesome.
And with the drop around now counted and the teams heading to the final 2 rounds at Rally New Zealand, Hayden Padden with a 24-point lead over Ben Hunt. Ari Pettigrew now in third, but he's got Rana Horan and Matt Summerfield right behind him.
Next up, it's Repco Rally New Zealand, round 5 on Friday, round 6 on Sunday, on New Zealand's iconic WRC stages. And it all starts with a free stage in the Auckland Domain on Thursday night.
Yep, got it.
The return of Repco Rally New Zealand is unlike anything before it, while still embracing everything that the event has become renowned for. Organisers have announced 17 unique stages for the 32nd running of this event, the 11th round of the 2022 FIA World Rally Championship. Tamaki Makaurau, Auckland will be the centre of the rally world come September. The route will span out from Auckland's waterfront with its fan zone and service park. A 1.4 kilometre super special stage at Auckland Domain on Thursday 29 September will be a signature way to mark the sport's return to Aotearoa. Repco Rally New Zealand is proud to announce that this stage will be free to attend, allowing all Aucklanders and rally fans from near and far the opportunity to see these incredible latest gen hybrid cars up close. After the buzz of the opening night, we head south to compete across 6 special stages, highlighted with 2 passes through Whanga Coast, globally acclaimed as one of the world's greatest rally stages. On Saturday 1 October, competitors will tackle 2 loops through stages northwest of Auckland City. Kaipara Hills and Puhoi. These stages return Repco Rally New Zealand to a number of well-known roads north of the city for the first time in 20 years. The final day comprises a double run on a new stage at Whitford Forest, along with 2 passes through the remarkable purpose-built 6.5 kilometre Jacks Ridge stage. The Jacks Ridge venue will provide stadium-like viewing for fans that will blow you away. Repco Rally New Zealand's return to the World Rally Championship is on sale now. Secure your pass at rallynewzealand.com.